So, Happy New Year to someone which watching this video right now. I remember last month, I think November or October to be precise, I actually made a video about German needing job seekers, giving how to apply for German job seeker visa on how you can work in Germany. Yeah, this is let me say an update or maybe a detailed information about that particular shot. I think that shot lasted almost 50 seconds, and many of you have been asking this question on actually how the process is all about. So I'm going to give a brief details on how everything works or how this particular job seeker stuff works. First, if you're going to be coming to Germany, there are some English jobs, but I will tell you that having a knowledge of German before applying for this job seeker visa will be key for you to get a job. I repeat that. Having a knowledge of the language German will be the key for you getting the job. So you might get the visa, which is going to be 6 months. After 6 months, if you don't get a job, you have to leave Germany and you might start again. So how does it work? My name is Akere and I welcome you back to the channel. If you are new in this channel, I talk about everything that's to do with Germany, studying Germany, jobs in Germany, and you are on the right place. So you know what to do. Click on the subscribe button, like this video, share it to your friends, family, so they also benefit from it. So the introduction is gone. Skip. Now let's go to the reality. So how do you actually get this job? How do you get a job exactly? Because you might get a visa, but how do you get a job? You have just 6 months. I will tell you, there are people in Germany that are like 1 year still looking for a job, or they are students. They are like 1 year and they're still looking for a job, and they can't get a job even though they study in Germany. But for you, you are going to be being a foreign certificate. Yeah, you're going to be being a foreign certificate to work in Germany. So what are the key for you to really get a job in Germany? Like I said in the intro, your knowledge of German will be key, because even if you are getting an English job, you really have to communicate with the people. And if you can't communicate with the people, then it's going to be a problem. Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a problem. So before you really apply for this job seeker visa, yeah, you really have to have a knowledge of German, at least to be eyes. You know, we have the A1, we have the A2, we have the BS, or maybe to B2 actually. If you have this knowledge of German and you can speak German, you can communicate in German. This also opens ways for you. Like, it opens ways for you. You don't need to start looking for just English job, but you actually start looking for both English job and German jobs. And as you know, this will make you get the job very faster. It's not easy to get a job in 6 months. You know that already. In every country, it's difficult to get a job in 6 months. When the competition is high, the competition in Germany is high. So you need to get this in 6 months. What are the things you really need to consider? Also, check if your certificate, if you really have a good certificate. Yeah, you really have to. You don't just want to gamble with spending a lot of money going to the embassy, applying for this visa. You get the visa and you just want to gamble. Like most people say, let me see how it goes. Please don't use that language when it comes to this. Really weigh your options. Look at it, because you're going to be spending a lot of money in 6 months. You are going to be spending, if you're from Nigeria, I would say in 6 months you are going to be spending close to 2 million. You know, considering you're traveling, considering the money you need to have in your account to show that you can really fix yourself, because you might also need to show the block account to show that in this 6 months you will be able to feed yourself. Yeah, so that is a lot of money. Okay, so you don't really need to say let me see how it goes, but be prepared for it. So check if your certificate or the degree in which you have, if you are using a BS, if you are using your master's, or the job in which you are looking for, if it's those jobs that are really how do I put it, that is really in the market, like this kind of jobs that people are really looking for. You know, there are some places, there are some jobs in which the Germans are actually looking for that really need skilled workers. For this, you have to make the research and be sure that, okay, if I come here, I want to be a mechanic. If I come to Germany with a work visa for mechanic or whatever it is, then I will get a job. Or I want to be a teacher. If you want to be a teacher, you just have to have a good level of German, because you are going to be teaching the German kids, and which you need to speak good German, you know. And if you're coming in as an English teacher, right, your English has to be top notch. Okay, so really look that your how do I put it, your expertise, your qualification is something that is needed in the country, so you don't just waste your time and waste your money coming into the country. Number three things I'm going to tell you is, before you even start applying at the embassy, start applying for jobs. So don't wait until you get to Germany before you start applying for jobs. Don't wait until you get your visa before you start applying for jobs. Before you even start going to the embassy to apply for this job, apply for jobs. So there are many websites in which you can actually apply for jobs. You can go on Indeed, Indeed.da. You will get your jobs. There are also other websites. This is just one in which I can actually. Stepstone also, you are going to get some jobs. So go to this platform, start applying for jobs. Apply for jobs. Apply for jobs. You know it's going to take a little bit of time. Apply for jobs. Make sure your CV is great. Make sure your CV is great. Maybe in the next video, I'm going to be talking about the CV, how the CV is in Germany, and how you can make your CV in Germany the way it is, the German standard CV. I'm going to be making a video on that just for you to see how you can make your CV, and maybe I can really help you out in making this CV. Maybe like a new year bonus for somebody. Is somebody interested in this CV, like me designing your CV for you? As you know, I'm a designer myself. So make sure your CV is well packaged, make sure your certificates are well packaged, and start applying for this job. So once you've applied for this job, now go to the embassy. So by the time you go to the embassy and you get your visa, right, you already know that, okay, I've applied for like 10 jobs. All I'm waiting for is a reply from them. So when you get to Germany, this is your 6 months. This is your 6 months. Yeah, want to run very fast. So because you've applied for some jobs already, meaning in which state do you really want to go? Let's say you want to go to Frankfurt, for example, then you can apply for jobs from Stuttgart, which is very close. You can apply for jobs in Koblenz, which is also close, maybe like 1 hour or 2 hours drive. Yeah, you can apply for those areas that you don't need to go in one city. So that is the trick about this stuff. Should I call it a trick? It's not actually a trick. It's just something you need to do so you don't really waste your time. So when you get your job seeker visa and you get into the country, make yourself big. I mean, really make yourself big. Open your hands so wide and apply to as many jobs. One thing you should know is, don't apply for jobs that you are not qualified for. If you are applied for jobs and you are not qualified for, and even if you get a contract, your visa will not be renewed, or your resident permit will not be renewed, because you stay in Germany based on what you study, based on what is in your certificate, except if you want to do some many jobs. Yeah, those are the jobs in which you can do. But if you want to do a standard job, a full-time job, it starts to be what your qualification is that job you have to do. So if you graduated as a teacher, you have to be a teacher. You can't be a nurse. No, that doesn't work in Germany. You will work according to your qualification. So that is the trick about this. In case you have questions, you know what, you can always reach me on the comment section, or you check me out on any of my social media handle, on Instagram at @IAM_DLH, on Instagram at officialdlh, and on Twitter at IAM_DLH, on Facebook Akere Ebolowa, on LinkedIn Akere Ebolowa, and anywhere you can catch me, even in the comment section, because I am going to be replying your comments. I wish you a blessed time in the new year, and you know what, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.